Hi dear students, this is BK Sahu. Welcome to you in my YouTube channel Math Blasting. Today the topic which we are going to discuss is very important. Yes, it is very important, especially for class 9 and 10 point of view. The topic which we are going to discuss is none other than area related to circles, which is given in your NCERT textbook chapter number 12. And in this video we mainly focus the terms related to circle, like definition of circle itself, radius, secant, chord, secant, these all things. So now, before continue the video, I want to request, if you are new in my channel, then please subscribe the channel, hit the like button, click the bell icon so that you will never miss any update. Okay, now, what is circle? So now, the definition of circle. Actually, the definition of circle varies from class to class. If you ask to define circle from a student of class 2, then he might say that a round plane figure is called circle. In simple way, in simple sentence, a round plane figure. A round plane figure is called circle. For example, the bangle which women use, कड़ा जो आप पहनते हो, cycle's wheel, motorcycle wheels, giant wheel. So these all are example of सर्कल. लेकिन सवाल ये उठता है कि क्या यही डेफिनेशन क्लास 9 और 10 के विद्यार्थी भी देंगे? विल दिस डेफिनेशन बी गुड इनफ फॉर अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ क्लास 9 और 10? देन श्योरली नॉट. देयर इज अ स्टैंडर्ड डेफिनेशन गिवन स्पेशली फॉर हायर स्टूडेंट, है ना, हायर क्लास स्टूडेंट, एंड दैट डेफिनेशन इज द लोकस ऑफ पॉइंट्स मूव्स इन अ प्लेन which is equidistant from a fixed point is called circle. Did you get? Certainly not. Now let's try to understand by figure. Locus of points means combination of points. So the combination of points, and there is a special property that these points are rotating. These points moves in a plane. Because if these points go in a straight way, then they will never make any circle, never make any round figure, है ना? It will make only straight line, and circle cannot be drawn by a straight line. So there will be curved line. That's why these points are rotating. And besides of this, these points are to be equidistant according to definition. The locus means the combination. So the combination of points then after moves in a plane. So these points are moving in a plane. And next to this, which are equidistant from a fixed point. So very first, let's suppose this is fixed point O. And now we are starting, है ना, take the points. So this is the first point. The points which moves in a plane and which are equidistant from a fixed point. So now distance between these 2 points are equal to distance between these 2 points, and so on. So these are the points. These are the points. So now when you combine these points, you will get one figure, and this figure is called circle itself. So once again, the locus of points moves in a plane and these points are equidistant from a fixed point is called circle. So this combination of points are called circle, and the fixed point is called the center. So this point, which is fixed, is called center. So this is all about the circle, and this is the standard definition which is often written in your class 9 and 10 mathematics book. Now in the next slide we try to discuss the radius, the chord and diameter. Now what is radius? Very first, let's take a point on circle, and let's say this point as A. So what is the definition of radius? That a line segment joining a center. This is center of a circle. A line segment joining center to a point on circle. Line segment joining center to a point on circle. So this we already laid one point on a circle, and when we join these 2 points, then the line segment which we get, it means OA, and this OA represent radius. We can also say that distance between center to any point on circle is called radius. So a line segment joining the center to any point on circle is called radius. Now next one is chord. What is chord? A line segment joining 2 points on circle. A line segment joining 2 points. Earlier we had taken 1 point on circle. Now we will take 2 points, any 2 points. So just let's suppose this point is A and this one is B. Line segment joining these 2 points. So now we join these 2 points, and the line segment which will we get after joining these 2 points is called chord. So a line segment joining any 2 points of the circle is called chord. Now the next, diameter. The chord which passes through center is called diameter. This is circle, and the chord which passes through center. Suppose this is your center O, and this is the chord. Actually, definition of chord is a line segment joining 2 points on a circle is called chord. So this is chord also, because AB is joining 2 points on a circle, so this is called chord, and because this chord is passes through the center, it is called diameter also. So actually we can say that diameter is chord, or all the diameter is chord, but all the chord is not diameter. Here CD is just chord. CD is just chord. It is not diameter. But here AB is the diameter and it is chord also. Actually what happened that when you go nearer to center, the length of chord increase. Actually there is one theorem in class 9 that the chord nearer to center is larger. So as you go near to center, the length of chord keep increasing. Suppose this is 3 centimeter, then this is 4 centimeter, and if you keep increasing, if you keep pushing up, then the length of chord keep increase like 5 centimeter, and at one point that this chord will reach or passes through center, and this will be the maximum, because suppose this is 6 centimeter, and again if you are keep lifting, then what will happen that it start decreasing. 6 centimeter, now this become 5 centimeter, keep decreasing 4 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So what the conclusion we get that a chord which is passes through center is the largest, है ना. जो chord center से pass कर रहा होगा, the length of that chord is largest, and that chord is called the diameter. So again, all the diameters is a chord, but all the chords are not diameter. Now in the next slide we try to understand about secant, tangent, circumference and arc. Now moving to next, there is tangent. What is tangent? Actually a line which touches a circle exactly at one point is called tangent. Let's try to understand by figure. So this is circle. When we draw a line which touches a circle exactly at one point, then this line is called tangent, and the point where it touch is called point of intersection. So this is called point of intersection, and there is a special property exists. What the property of tangent happen? That a line segment joining point of intersection to center. So a line segment joining, this is center of a circle. So a line segment joining point of intersection, this point is called point of intersection, and when we join these 2 points, so line segment joining point of intersection to center of a circle, is perpendicular to tangent. So let's say this one A, O and A, this B, C. Then what we get that OA perpendicular BC. Actually there is infinite number of tangent can be drawn on a circle. Yes, we can draw tangent in this way also. This is also tangent because this line also touches this circle exactly at a one point, and the point where it touches is called point of intersection. And again we draw a line to joining these 2 points, then it make 90-degree angle. So again this line segment joining these 2 points is perpendicular to tangent. So this is property of tangent. Now the next term is circumference. Actually circumference is nothing but just the length of boundary. So now again we are going to make a circle. This is circle, and when you start measuring the boundary of a circle, actually you are measuring the circumference of a circle. So if you are placing a tape which can be bent, so that cloth one over there, then you get some length like 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter. So the length of this boundary is called circumference. And now last one is arc. What is arc? Arc is just part of a circumference. So this whole length is called circumference, and when you deal about the part of the circumference, when you take only this part, so this part is called the arc. So we can say this one is AB, and you can complete a circle in this way. So this part is called the arc. So a part of a circumference is called arc, and arc is represented in this way, AB, and we just put one curved line over there. So this is called your arc. Now in the next slide we will try to understand the term segment and sector. Now the next term we have sector. The region bounded by radii and arc is called sector. So this is circle. Now the region bounded by arc and radii. Radii you already know, plural of radius is radii. So clearly there will be two radius. So a region bounded by radii and arc is called sector. So this shaded part is called sector. And what about the unshaded part? Actually this unshaded part also represent the same thing, means sector, because this region is also bounded by arc. This is arc and radii. So both the part actually called the sector. Now because both are called sector, that's why for separating both the part, shaded part and unshaded part, there is one term derived, one term being launched, that is minor sector and major sector. As name suggests, minor means a small. So a small part is called minor sector, and the big part, the large part, is called the major sector. Again remind the definition of sector. The region bounded by radius means radii and arc is called sector. Now the next term is segment. Almost definition is same, only there is one difference. The region bounded by chord and arc. So now this is circle, and the region bounded by chord and arc. So this region is called actually segment. Again students are often confused between chord and between segment and sector. There is only, you can see, radii and there is chord, and remaining all the things remain same. in both the definition. So the region bounded by chord and arc is called segment. The unshaded part also represent the same thing, mean segment, because this part is also separated by this chord and this arc. So again there is two type of segment, one is minor segment and second is major segment. So being this region is small, because this region is small, so this is called minor segment and this is called major segment. In this way we have completed almost all the topics which we have to study up to class 10. I hope you understand the topic, understand the terms very well. If yes, then please subscribe my channel, hit the like button, and yes, don't forget to click bell icon for getting regular updates. So now I am signing off. We will meet coming soon. Till then, keep watching, keep studying. Bye bye.